Hi everyone, all power to the people. My name is Brandi Grayson, founder and CEO of Urban Triage for the people by the people, organization grounded in education, empowerment, and action. I am also a resident of the north side of Madison. I am less than half a mile from the military base and an airport. I suffer from severe respiratory issues. I was just in the hospital last week in ICU because of my asthma. I also provide treatment foster care to children with high emotional behavior issues, including autism, Asperger's, auditory sensory things. And this conversation has been founded and framed around the disproportionate negative impact of low-income families and marginalized and vulnerable families. And yet, I don't see the people that say they represent those folks in this space. I am so happy that you guys are here, but there's a lot of disconnect. And I'm not sure how to articulate how emotional this has been for me, finding out the impact, like the real life impact on our bodies, on our thyroid, which controls any and everything in our bodies, right? And on our children's development, cognitive, mentally, physically, biologically. I just can't wrap my head around how anyone, including our mayor, could vote in any direction that's in opposition of the children and the families that are the most vulnerable. I cannot. My anger, right? Because I know some people know me as an angry black woman, and I delightfully walk in that. But I want to be able to express the anxiety that comes along with what's happening, and that we have Dade County Common Council half and half split on whether or not that our children and our families deserve protection. And to me, that's a telltale sign of how we got here as a nation. How we got Trump, right? How we consistently invest and profit over people. How we consistently invest in lobbyists and capitalists. I mean, we all like money. We all want profit. We all need to eat. But somewhere, somehow, we have to figure out how to draw the line between capital and humanity. And I don't want to call people names. I don't want to say these folks are evil. I don't want to call anyone evil, but this is some evil shit. Yeah. And I just want to thank you for coming. Thank you for real. You know, I had a quick conversation with Zach Brandon, the president of the Chamber of Commerce, the mob himself, right? I believe in business, I believe in capital, I believe in investment, so I'm not here to like say down with the commerce or anything like that. But when you have people who control what's the policy and what happens in our community based on profit, then there's automatically a conflict of interest, right? And I had a conversation with him and he said, we were very transparent. We reached out to every media outlet. We called on community engagement. We did all these things. And I'm like, yeah, but I live like right next door and I never heard anything until I think Brenda and Amelia contacted me and David Hart from the church, the pastor at the church down the street from my house, said, have you heard of this? And I'm like, no. And then he explains it, and I'm like, what? But then I'm in the middle of other people's personal crises, right? Advocating for people, so I wasn't able to get right on it. But then when it started breaking down, I'm like, they gonna kill me. Y'all, I will die. If we allow these F35s to come into our neighborhoods, I will die. The children that I care for will be impacted. You know that around the military base is nothing but children? Nothing but children, vulnerable children. How can we say that we are a city and a state? Because I also just came from our governor's fundraiser, and the whole platform is environmental justice. right? All our conversations are racial disparities, racial inequities, and all of this health disparities, but our words are not matching our action, right? Like, how do we continue to engage in this conversation as if the people, like you and me, are too slow to understand the disconnect, right? Like, when are people gonna come to my funeral next year and say, she was a great actor? We lost a great one. What are we doing, right? And I'm just so overwhelmed with all of this. I really am. I just don't even know how to hold it. And I just hope this is one of those things in our community where we can look outside and move outside of class, jobs, positions, titles, influence, race, religion, culture, and all of that, and understand that humanity starts with us fighting this, and fighting it hard, and not remaining silent, not one little bit, and holding all our aldermen accountable. Because if you voted against this, or you voted in any way that does not represent the people, you need to go. This is a woman that I voted for. This is a woman I campaigned for. This is a woman that ran her platform on racial disparities and equities, right? And she gave us great hope. Just like Obama. And she's only been in office for 5 months and she's disappointed a couple times. But yet I still will rock beside her because she's the only person, the mayor, the last decade or more, you know, that dude, that even engaged people like myself. So I will give her respect, and I will respect her for the letter she released as it relates to the investigation about the 17-year-old boy beat by Madison police. But what that does not negate the side she stood on when she tilted that resolution to the other side. It's not acceptable.